Oun Abbas here from Seconds Out, here with Hall of Fame promoter Frank Warren, looking dapper again, sir.
Thank you, man.
Let's talk about that great card that you just put on. First of all, the main event, we've got to just talk about Denzel Bentley doing what he did in such a big fight with so much pressure, with a lot of eyes on him, and he performs. Just talk to me about his performance.
I thought he boxed extremely well. You know, he came out, his tactics were different from the last fight, where he was counter-punching, he got on the front foot, and he was getting his shots off. But Mark, as you know, is a great competitor, and he was there, you know, trying to match him and matching him at times, but unfortunately he got that terrible eye injury. Can only see out one eye. So it's out. But Denzel done brilliantly. He's the British champion in his 15th fight. He's got himself into a position where he's joined a club of like Joe Calzaghe, of Eubanks, you know, all these all these fighters like George Groves, the Gals, all those top British middleweights, the recent ones. That's about going back to the past, the Terry Downs and the Mark Kaylors and the Simpsons and all those. That is a bit of a club to be in. And he, as I say, done it in his 15th fight. I'm delighted for him. I mean, when I think it was, how long ago? About a year, or 18 months ago, he came in from sparring and went in as a last-minute substitute on one of our dinner shows, and took his opportunity. And look what he's done. That's what professionalism is all about. That's about being a hungry fighter. And, you know, I've got to take my hat off to him. And by the way, I must say, as far as Mark's concerned, it's not the end of the world for him. We're bringing back in, who knows, down the road they may have a rematch.
But just going off that then, people were talking about Denzel being this back foot fighter, you know, it's not a power puncher. But then he comes and does this for someone like yourself, where we're in this COVID period and people are looking for entertainment, people are looking for knockouts. How great is that for you to know that you can potentially put him into a big fight next time and you could get them results?
Well, look, you know, both of the guys are capable. They're big punchers and capable of knockouts. But, you know, Denzel, I've got a lot of faith in him, and I think, you know, Mark and everybody at the Martin Bowers and everybody at the Peacock done a fantastic job with him, a fantastic job, and I'm delighted for them as well. I'm delighted for the team. You know, they deserve it. They're thoroughly professional, and all the hard work they put into it has paid off. And talking about next year for Denzel, he's going to be involved in some decent fights. I'm sure he'll want to win that Lonsdale belt. So there's some great opportunities there.
He wants more titles, he told me.
Well, he's got 2. Not a bad start, is it?
Let's talk about Tommy Fury coming back after nearly a year out. You know, first round, he said to me that, you know, he was dusting off the cobwebs. You know, shots weren't landing the way he wanted them to land. But second round, he came out absolutely brutal knockout. What did you make of his performance?
Well, he did what he had to do. What you've got to think about first of all is that, you know, his amateur career was from the age of 14 or 15. He had 10 or 11 fights, so he never fought after that. And he's been out of the ring for a year. So he did. He got the cobwebs out of his system. He's got the pressure of being Tyson's younger brother. That's a big pressure to have. And went out and done a great job. You know, once he got his jab going, and it's a solid. When he starts really putting the power behind the jab, which was the key to the win, you could see that opening was there for the uppercut, and he let it go. And I mean, it was a tremendous knockout. And thank God, you know, the opponent got up okay afterwards. But that was a pole axing.
How do you promote someone like him? Because normally, the bigger the fighter gets, the bigger his audience is. It sort of goes with that. With him, he's got a big audience. He's not a big fighter. He's only had 4 fights. How do you promote him? It must be somewhere different, no?
Well, no. It's more pressure on him. You know, the fact that he is so well known from Love Island, and you know the followers he's got. Having said that, my job is to ensure that he gets an education. And I'm not going to just throw him in the deep end. That's not going to be his dad wouldn't allow that to happen, nor the people who are around him. As far as I'm concerned, you know, he's a novice. He's got a long way to go, but what he's doing in style. So we'll just keep getting him out there and giving him experience.
I think John's actually mentioned in an interview before that he wants both Furies on one card. Could you make that? He actually said in an interview there, actually, Tommy, make that possible, Frank. Can you make it possible?
Of course we'll make it possible. Yeah. We'll work that one out.
Frank.